Okay.
So my mom actually passed away last year.
I'm sorry.
And when she passed away, she couldn't leave me the 40 years that she worked at the post office. So with me being the child after her passing away, I realized that, I want to pass something on to my kids. I don't want to necessarily just, work 20 years for someone else and then, have a life insurance policy, whatever. So now they have to figure things out on their own. Whereas if I start a business, they can kind of walk into that. And I can also coach them and hire them as well.
Hi, ladies. Welcome back to Goals in Gold. We have Miss Stephanie here with us today. Thank you so much for coming out. I know it's late. I know we talked about battling traffic, so I'm so glad that you made it here with us. How are you tonight?
I am good.
That is good. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Stephanie and I actually went to high school together, so
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos, okay? So then we don't even have to, go through the whole...
I was a cheerleader.
Yes, and I was on Palm, so look, we've always been on the same team, obviously. Okay, so... yeah, we went to high school together. That's how I know her, so I don't have to do the whole came across on Instagram. She is a multi-business owner. We are going to kind of jump into Pretty Embossed, which is the women's clothing line. Did I frame that right? Okay, I'm sorry I had to look up because I'm like, I have to make sure I say things right because like one of the members has I would have called it a boutique, but she calls it a style lounge. So I was like, ooh, I like that too. So, I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Okay. Oh, and then she also has TrustEdge tax services, okay? So you guys are going to be linked to all of those. Make sure you follow the pages, like, share the content, all of that. I remind you in every video, so just do it because I'm going to keep telling you to do it. Okay, so let's jump right into it, Stephanie. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know about you, but for individuals that don't know you.
So, my name is Stephanie. Born and raised on the south side of Chicago. This is so strange.
South side.
Born and raised on the south side of Chicago. As we said, I went to Kenwood and I went off way far away to Maine to school. I studied neuroscience. I went there and I wanted to be a doctor until I tried to be a doctor. Then I changed my mind. So now I work in IT. I work in IT for Discover, the credit card company, and I also have my Pretty Embossed women's boutique, and I also have TrustEdge tax services.
Oh, I said it wrong at first. I said TrustEdge. I'm gonna re-say that.
When you look at it,
because I thought the ED is capital for the okay.
When you look at the logo, it looks like that, but it's TrustEdge.
TrustEdge.
But it looks like Trusted Edge.
Okay, because I'm like, am I supposed to say? Okay,
no.
I'm gonna read. From college, then you came back to Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and so how did you get started in business? Like, what sparked that interest for you? Because like when I found out that you had the tax services, I was like, oh my God. And I told you that in the email. I was like, you made my day. I don't know, like I read
that. I was like, okay. Okay, girl.
I just loved it. I was like, okay. No, seriously. When you said that, and I was telling Steve, like, I tell him everything. This is like the third video that I brought this up, but like, I was telling Steve, like, Stephanie just said she has a tax service she wants me to add to the contact list. Did you? He's like, Tiara, yeah, you're looking for business owners. I'm like, but it's a tax service. Are you hearing me? Like, so I know that was a little off subject, but that's bomb. Okay, so like, how did you get started in business? That's kind of where I was going with that. Like, what made you, was there like a pivotal moment that made you say, okay, I want to go into business for myself?
So going into business for myself, I'll have one answer and then another reason as to why Pretty Embossed got started.
Okay.
So my mom actually passed away last year.
I'm sorry.
And when she passed away, she couldn't leave me the 40 years that she worked at the post office. So with me being the child after her passing away, I realized that, I want to pass something on to my kids. I don't want to necessarily just, you know, work 20 years for someone else and then, you know, have a life insurance policy, whatever. So now they have to figure things out on their own. Whereas if I start a business, they can kind of walk into that. And I can also coach them and hire them as well. So that's how my business ideas started. But Pretty Embossed was actually started because I work in IT, as I stated before, which is a very male-dominated field. So sometimes it could be a little difficult, especially given the fact that some men still don't necessarily respect women, especially in the workplace. So a lot of times I get left out of meetings and discussions and big decisions. You know, you would think this isn't happening in 2018, but it is. And so one thing that I realized that kind of helps me to feel still confident in my abilities is the clothes that I wear. So when I look in the mirror in the morning and I put on my clothes, I fix my hair, and I'm like, girl, you got this. And I wanted to share that with other women. So that's how Pretty Embossed started.
Yes, in business. And I love that backstory actually, because we talk about this all the time. Like that's one of the main purposes of the network, to push more Black women to go into business, not just to like find your passion. And then we're talking about monetizing that passion. But that was more than I could even ask for, seriously, because she hit everything on the head. You guys, you know, we always talk about business period, but especially for younger women watching these videos. So the younger Black girls that are tuning in, you're hearing this, right? You understand that it's okay to find your passion. But as far as like just wanting to say that you want to stick to a career as in a job is not what's going to be able to set you or your family up for generational wealth or financial freedom. So look, we have to get into business. So I love that. Thank you so much for opening that door and just like, you know, because some people are like, no, my job is cool, or, you know, like,
or it's hard, or I'm gonna waste money, I don't know how to do it, you know. And these are all things that run through my head all the time, every day. I can't even lie to you.
Yep, I was gonna say, I feel like everyone thinks
I
that.
wake up like, oh my gosh, am I really doing this? But also, like we stated, I still have my job, so I haven't taken that leap yet. But once I do take that leap, I'm waiting for that moment where I feel like I can let go.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that moment.
What do you think that'll feel like? Like, you think it's a feeling, or?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a feeling. It's gonna be like, a girl, you got this.
Okay.
Like me looking in the mirror, it's gonna be like, girl.
Oh, because I can tell you now you got this.
See, Lord.
I was about to say this. That's why I'm like, is it a feeling or is it worse that needs to be? Let me know, because I can just, you know, I can be that. I can be exactly that. So that brought us to present day and where you are with Pretty Embossed and TrustEdge tax services. So, wait, okay, that was kind of Pretty Embossed, but you didn't dive into like how you got started with TrustEdge tax. Try saying that 3 times. TrustEdge tax services. How did you like? When did you get started in that? Like, where did that come into play?
So I actually have been doing taxes for my family members for a long time.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't necessarily getting paid for it, but I was doing their taxes correctly and on time. So I decided to utilize that skill, like we were talking about earlier. You pick a skill that you have, you decide to monetize it, right? So that's what I did. I took that skill that I was using, and I started TrustEdge tax services. Rather than work for someone else, like we said, I could go to H&R Block or whoever, but working for myself, I'm able to keep all those profits.
But that's why we have this platform. That's why I love everything.
Into Black person fashion. I told you I used to be a community organizer, girl. I used to stand on my soapbox.
No,
like black people.
Look, this is all we talk about all day. That's why you see it's just flowing. But no, but seriously.
I also just started a Boss blog. Where we are talking about all things being pretty and boss, some things about mental health, self-care, you know, tips on marketing, anything that involves being pretty and boss, you can find it on our blog, which is on the same website. I
was going to say, yes, it's available on the website as well, you guys. And I just love all of the women in the network. I love all of the interviews. Literally, everything is so tight. I know you guys don't know the timeline in which we're shooting all of this, but the previous interview, we were literally just talking about mental health. And I know that Stephanie wrote about that in one of her blog posts, so why aren't you guys going to check it out? We need to make that a conversation topic. We just said that we're not discussing that.
Making sure you secure the bag.
Secure
So Pretty Embossed, the name and me being able to sell things under Pretty Embossed will be trademarked, so no one else can take that from me. Because right now, with fashion and clothing lines being like the hot thing to do, someone could see what I'm doing, replicate that, and start making money off of it, and there's nothing I could do about that.
Yep.
Even a celebrity could do it, and because they have more money than me, they could take that from me essentially. And if they would have got the trademark before me, they could have actually sued me. They could have taken my idea, started selling it, and then sued me because I was using their trademark.
Yep. Even though they stole it from you.
Exactly. So making sure you secure the bag, making sure you have all of your information correct, make sure you're doing your taxes correct, separate personal and business expenses. Gotta make sure you got it.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Any other tips that you would like to share with the young bosses out there?
Well, definitely find an accountant software. If you don't want to actually pay for an accountant, get accounting software so that you can keep track of all your expenses throughout the year. Because
Products. Tell us a little bit about what they're going to see. Like, as far I know, you're rocking one of the Pretty Embossed tees right now. Okay, so let's start with Pretty Embossed. Tell us what we're going to, or what we can expect from the brand, like present day. What are some of the things that you're working on?
Okay, so I'm actually currently in the kitchen cooking up the summer line.
Hey, okay.
But currently right now I have a bunch of crew neck and V-neck t-shirts with good sayings like Future Millionaire and Busy Collecting Commas, all the things we doing.
We actually doing. Guys, thank you again, Stephanie, for joining us. It's been lovely. The conversation has been nothing short of lovely. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And ladies, we will see you next time on Goals and Gold. You are so dramatic, Stephanie.